Hey everybody, I thought I'd do another video today. Good morning. It's actually 10 o'clock in the morning here in Arizona. I've been getting a lot of questions about people asking me, well, actually I got a couple last night, type of broadcast and type of video machine donations that people can give me. I have a TV station, I believe, somewhere in Ohio who had a bunch of equipment they wanted to donate to me, and one over there in Rhode Island, believe it or not. Keep in mind, shipping this stuff is, I know, very expensive. So I kind of prefer a lot of the people who are local. Makes it easier on getting the equipment. They could drop it off, take it by truck or whatever. I know shipping on this type of stuff can be expensive, and that's all picked up by the person making the donation. I do not pick up shipping on equipment people give me. If you're going to make a donation, keep in mind, if you ship it, you have to pick up the shipping cost on it. Anyways, people have been asking me what is the most prevalent decks I take. If you come over here, I've been getting a lot of 3/4 pneumatic decks sent to me. Actually, I had 3 of them. This is one that was a real disaster that I use. This thing was a real disaster. I actually took 2 machines and built the one. This is a VO 9800. It's an alright machine. But if you're a serious archive and you're wondering what's a good 3/4 pneumatic machine to buy, you want the BVU 950. That is the Cadillac of all 3/4 pneumatic machines. This thing has its own drive motors that drive the spools, so you don't have as much drag as you do on these smaller prevalent units like these. These only run on a clutch wheel and like I said, a motor that drives the video head around the little clutch wheel. It's not a real powerful unit, and this was the standard for all these units. But if you really need a workhorse, you want to invest in the BVU 950. It's an expensive deck, but that was a really well-built machine with direct drive motors on it, especially if you're doing archives of thousands of tapes. You don't want to use these type of machines. These type of machines are good for the one-off person who might want to do transfers for themselves. Maybe they were a cameraman. Maybe they worked in television, they have like 20 or 30, maybe 50 tapes, and they want to do them themselves. These are pretty good machines to actually use. The VO 9800, if it's working. People have been asking me, do I service a lot of these? I service a lot of 3/4 pneumatic machines. I do have a lot of parts here on hand. I do get people who request certain machines that they can buy from me because they don't want to trust eBay. eBay is a disaster. Do not buy machines off of eBay. Guarantee you they will not work. I also get people about the reel-to-reel EIAJ machines. Basically, a lot of people are contacting me about the Sony AV3650 and the 8650. One's the black and white machine, the other one's the color editing deck, which was the better of the units. There's a lot of companies that put these out. Panasonic put these out, National put these out, Sony put these out, just a lot of various different models. You're wondering, like, what's the best EIAJ reel-to-reel video machine to use? There really, in my opinion, there's 2 that I think are good, but the one that I have is very problematic. If you're not like an engineer and no electronics, this particular machine will cause you some issues. This is the Sony NV3160. This has a lot of video sync problems, and you need to know how to get around it with various time-based correctors. And a lot of electronics to actually get around using a deck like this. It can be very problematic. So I wouldn't recommend this deck, but I would recommend the AV8650. Very good reel-to-reel machine for color black and white editing unit, and it's pretty user-friendly, and that would be the machine I recommend for the weekend warrior or somebody who might want to actually use one of these. So the AV8650 for the reel-to-reel EIAJ machine is the one I recommend. But if you have 3/4 pneumatic machines and other broadcast decks, we take them as donations. We do an awful lot of repairs. So if you have one you need and you got one sitting at home and it ain't working and you're like, hey, I want to make some dubs and you want it repaired, contact me by the information at the bottom of this video or read the text below, and it will give you my contact information. Contact me, and I will walk you through a repair if you want me to service a unit for you. But then again, guys, like I said, I get a lot of broadcast video equipment. I do a lot of video transfers. I'm set up for this at home. I'm set up for this in 3 different locations. We do 1-inch, 2-inch quad. We do 3/4 pneumatic, reel-to-reel. We do DVC Pro. We do Betacam digital. You name it. I mean, if I got the deck, I can do it. We're set up in an extreme way of doing video recovery, but it's user-friendly for my needs here at my home as well as in my studio. Again, guys, I do work for all the television stations, so if you're a TV station and you guys are sitting in basements of this stuff, and it's pretty much useless to these people now because TV stations do nothing but servers and video broadcast. They're not really into analog anymore. Let me know. I'm very interested in this stuff. If you're looking to clear out a basement or something like that, I'd be interested in taking all your equipment. I can always use parts, always use decks. I can always use it. I'm trying to build an obsolete video service that will be mind-blowing to the customer like you and for the footage that I find, so I could do some amazing YouTube posting of some very old videos for people to see history. This is all about history. So contact me on your repairs, your videotape collections, whatever it might be. I'm interested in talking with you. Again, I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for checking out my channel.